This popular Toronto legal clinic has been serving the Parkdale community for 5 decades. They fight for the rights of those who don't have the means to do so, and they offer a wide range of services from immigration casework to workers' rights and income support. But as the Ford government cut $133 million to legal aid funding, this clinic was hit the hardest, and now they are being forced to cut half of their frontline workers. Do you think you'd be where you are in Canada right now if it wasn't for this clinic?
No. Right now, if it wasn't for the clinic, I wouldn't know what I would do.
Inside the clinic, messages on a banner best reflect the community's feelings towards the Ford government's $133 million in cuts to legal aid. Legal services are a right. Poverty is slavery. It's time to listen, because the services provided here are ones people in this city are desperate for.
We're robbing the system, and we need justice.
This migrant worker who spoke with us anonymously moved to Canada 2 years ago and says if it wasn't for the clinic, his life would be drastically different.
I've been treated so unfair, and then a legal aid clinic is the one who gives me a sense of hopes, take my case, trying to help me.
Parkdale's clinic has been hit the hardest. They are losing 45% of their funding, while other clinics in the GTA lost 10%, and some clinics outside of the GTA lost just 1.3%. The clinic has informed frontline workers that 10 of their jobs are at risk. That's half of their staff.
That was so drastic and devastating, losing almost half of our funding, knowing that 80% of our funding goes to personnel.
In a statement, Attorney General Doug Downey writes, Parkdale has received funding at a higher level than other areas of the province, with significant and in some cases greater low-income populations. Even with the changes to Parkdale's funding, it is still one of the highest funded clinics in the GTA per low-income resident. While some lawyers and special interest groups may be critical of the renewed era of accountability at Legal Aid Ontario, it is necessary to make legal aid sustainable.
Nothing really takes away from the day that you see that $1 million is taken out of a clinic that's been in the neighborhood for almost 50 years.
The clinic says the province is not accurately estimating the needs of the community, like including the cost of living or housing costs in Toronto as a factor for consideration. And they are swamped with cases.
I was shocked. I am still shocked. We are extremely busy here. A lot of cases going on still, even with threats to our doors closing and all these cuts going on.
Please reverse back all these cuts, because these cuts are very necessary to the community.
And just to give you an idea of how busy they are, last year they served more than 3,000 people in this community offering legal representation. They say for every dollar invested in legal aid, they save $6 in public spending.